decisions. Motherfuck my peers, I'm the man of the year.
To start off the episode today, 2 Onyx drops. I think I'm up to 5 Onyxes in the bank now. Let me just check real quick. Maybe if I start losing a lot of money on buying supplies and stuff, I might sell a couple of them. So I am up to 5 right now. Went to Abyssal Demons. It took an hour and a half to get my wand to level 9, and then also the Anima Core Legs of Zeros to level 9. But let's assemble this. So sad. This is 20 mil just gone, just like in an instant. And there we go, 20 mil gone. Kind of sucks. And then let's disassemble this as well. And now I can actually finally sell these Anima Core Legs. I bought them at 24 mil. Now they are 22.6 mil. Went ahead and got the perks on gizmos. So there's the Planted Feet Aftershock 1, which is going to be on the Cywir wand eventually. Aftershock 3, which is going to be on the Scythe. So I think I am done with RuneScape for the meantime. I don't think I need anything else to be perked up, and I don't think I'll have anything else to do with Invention really for the remaining of this episode. Beastmaster kill finished. I think this is my 7th Beastmaster. It's looted, and a 1 mil. I don't think I can re-roll it, but I might as well try. I guess I can't, but that's I think lower than average or something. Mostly all of you will know this by now, but I got the Bandos pet and I sold everything. It was around 87 mil. I just sold that Beastmaster loot for like a mil. And then also the 115 mil that I've gotten from the last episode. So I am now up to 203 mil. It's so nice to have that. I can now just buy the Cywir wand now easily. And then I can put the Planted Feet and the Aftershock 1 gizmo on this, and I'll be a little bit more prepared for Telos. I was just practicing middle path with melee, and I get another middle leg piece, dude. I'm so lucky with the middle leg piece, it's insane. But yeah, there's a lot of middle leg pieces, that's for sure. But I also got 180 Onyxes, which is helpful because I did die. I might include that clip in the video, but the luck in the middle path is pretty insane for me. Nice loot at Araxxi, 2 Onyx drops, and then also that middle leg piece, but 4.6 mil from that trip. Then I also died twice, so I kind of lost like a mil right there, so it's like 3.6 mil, but you know, it does pay for my deaths, which is a good thing. Still just practicing a little bit on my melee stuff, but overall, pretty happy with this trip. I'm currently killing Araxxi at like 280% in rage, and it's so goddamn hard. But I got a pheromone. I believe you get these pretty common once you're high in rage, but it's a decent drop, I suppose. It's like 1.7 mil. I completed my Reaper task. It was 16 Queen Black Dragons, and I completed 48 assignments. And I believe once I reach 50, I get a bonus like Reaper points. So that's what I'm trying to aim for. And then also just in general, I want to do a bit more Reaper assignments because I can get like the Hydrix if I want to and make like 24 mil or something if I want to get that. 2.6 mil, pretty nice. The only, I guess, unique I got was this piece of shit. But I want to get a new assignment for you guys to see what I have to do, and I got an easy one right there. 12 Indictas. That's gonna be another quick assignment. Oh damn, dude, that's my last kill of the Reaper assignment, and I get a Dragon Rider Lance, man. What the fuck? That is 26.3 mil. That's insanely lucky. Might as well do a price check on the 12 kills. Wow, dude, that's pretty lucky for me, but 28 mil from those 12 kills. Yes, let's go, dude. First ever Fane. I have about 380 kill count right now. That is amazing. Holy shit, man. All I need now is the Spider Leg top as well as the Spider Leg bottom. Once I get those, I can make my very first scythe. I'll have at least 260 mil to 270 mil. Finished my Reaper assignment, but I want to show you the loot real quick. And I get just coins, so it's half a mil right there. So with that Reaper assignment, you can see I gained 50 extra Reaper points, and it totals out to be 80 points just from that one assignment. So I'm easily over 300 plus points, maybe like 320. I think I'm gonna keep my points right now. I'm not really sure what I should actually buy. I think it's a little bit useless right now for me to be buying the Hydrix because I have 200 plus mil right now. Let's see what I get from this elite. Unlock it. 165k. Pretty poor for it in late. Let's re-roll. 251k. So it's a pretty bad elite. 2 more uncut onyxes at Araxxi. I believe I have a total of 5 onyxes in the bank right now. I gotta buy something that's a little expensive. I need to buy a new spear. I do have the chaotic spear, which is a tier 80, which is okay, I guess, but I want to get something a little bit better. I was originally going to go for the Vesta spear and then get the ancient hatch or whatever, which makes it to a tier 88. I tried to buy the Vesta spear at 25 mil. I didn't want to go anywhere above a 30 mil, and I honestly didn't want to try to buy that 30 mil. So I'm going to buy the tier 85 spear. So it's 39.4 mil. I'm going to put it to 40 mil. But the thing is, I can sell this back, so you can't do that with the Vesta spear. So I might lose maybe 5 mil or something on this later down the road, since it'll probably go down if it does buy at this. But it does for 39 mil, so that's pretty nice. Tier 85 is going to be very helpful once I do go to Corp and hunt for that pet. Oh, that's pretty nice. 2 Bandos pages, yeah, from the Oyster, 1.8 mil. Wasn't expecting that, but that's pretty nice. Yep, 2 more uncut onyxes. This has to be at least 7 onyxes right now that I have in the bank. I'm going to be selling some because I only have a Amulet of Souls, which is the only thing that needs onyxes to be recharged. I'll eventually buy a Ring of Death, Reaper necklace, and stuff like that, but I'll probably sell quite a few of the onyxes just to get some money from that. There's the spider leg top that I needed for the Araxxi's Fane. All I need now is the spider leg bottom. The crazy thing is, the previous episode of making money, I made a noxious staff. This episode now, there's a possibility of me making a scythe, and that alone, I would make like 400 mil in just 2 episodes, which is absolutely insane. This is the loot tab that I have been stacking up for a little bit. You can see that I did do a little bit of Corporeal Beast. I have 100 kills in there. You'll see the episode before this, but I also did 2 trips of Zamorak, so that's why you see a subjugation drop. But the reason why I'm recording this is because I have only 11 spaces in my bank, and I need to sell the loot that I gotten from my Reaper tasks and some Araxxi kills, and just keep the Corporal Beast and Zamorak loot in the loot tab right now. Here's the first inventory. I think it's going to be a little bit cheaper than the second one, but from the loot right now, it's 11.8 mil. So I kept the Queen Black Dragon loot that I did from my Reaper assignment. You saw a price check of that earlier. I also kept loot from Twin Furies. I did an hour of that. I think I got like 3 or 4 mil. Also a Rune Dragon's task as well. I'm going to be selling 5 onyxes as well as 2 pheromones. Just to show you, I'm going to keep 4 onyxes and 1 pheromone. I probably won't use that for resetting Araxxi's Enrage, but I might as well keep it. But from the price check, 18.7 mil, 9.1 mil from the 5 onyxes, 2 pheromones are 3.5 mil, 1.4 mil in the Onyx Bolts E, so it's a pretty good amount of a loot right there. Just to show you quickly, from those 2 price checks, it totaled out to be 30.2 mil. Once again, 2 more uncut onyxes. I don't even know how many I got in this episode. It has to be at least like 10 or 12. It's crazy. With this drop yet again, I am now up to 8 uncut onyxes in the bank currently. I haven't shown you my kill count at Araxxi throughout this whole episode, which I'm going to do that in a moment just to correct myself, even though I really don't have to do this. But I said I got like 10 to 12 onyxes at Araxxi in this episode alone. I think I only got 6 to 8. I did have 9. I sold 5, and then I'm up to 8 now, so it's like 6 or 8 or something like that. But I'm not going to sell them just because I have plenty of money. I have 190 mil. And that brings me to my next point before I show you my kill count. I need to buy the raid abilities. I'm going to buy a couple of them in the next episode at the very start. I need to buy a Reaper necklace. I need to eventually buy the Ring of Death. So there's a few things I need to buy. I'm going to do that in the next episode. Don't you worry. I know I'm still like a pleb for not buying that stuff. I really need to, since I have the money. I just need to do it even though I hate spending money. The kill count at Araxxi currently is 406. I started maybe around 320 to 325. I wanted to do a bit more kills, but for the past 2 days, my internet's been disconnecting quite a lot. So I don't want to risk bossing since my internet will probably disconnect. And currently, I guess my internet's normal, I think. So I can go back to Araxxi. I'm going to do that. Still trying to hunt for the bottom leg piece since currently it's path 2 and 3, which are open. So I need to take advantage of that and try to get that damn bottom leg piece so I can make that scythe. It's time for a little bit more of a Telos progression. I really do enjoy doing these in my episodes. Might eventually stop when I get very good at it, I guess. But I just still want to show you guys some things I have to work on and a lot of things in this episode in particular that I improved on. So before I even go to Telos and start the kill, I build my adrenaline at my player-owned house to 100%. I go to the max guild, put my wand and shield switch on, and use defensive abilities. So I adren stall. So I go to Telos, start phase 1 with the sunshine, and it helps so much with the tendrils. It's crazy. It's so satisfying just hitting that high with the detonate with the wild magic when the tendrils happen. So overall in P1, it's so easy. I am very good at P1 now. The only thing, surprisingly, is that I'm having a little bit of a struggle doing the surge. So you'll see me do it just fine here, but sometimes I mess up on it just because I haven't been to Telos in like 3 weeks. So that's one thing that I have to improve on. P2 is getting a lot better now. You'll see in a moment that I can finally onslaught. I know when to onslaught. So the thing that was confusing about this part was it started with the magic, it went to melee, and then like back to magic, then back to melee or something like that, and I was so confused. I anticipated just to make sure it wasn't going to stun me, and then it went back to melee. I'm like, okay, I think it's going to stun me, so I was right on that, thankfully, but that was just a really weird part. And then there's the onslaught. This is the only time I did it perfectly. There's another part, and maybe like the first kill of the trip, where I did my onslaught with like half HP, which is pretty stupid. But with P3, it's getting a lot better as well. I know the ability rotation finally because I have a Google spreadsheet open on my left monitor. Someone left a comment to a link of the Google spreadsheet telling you like the ability rotation, so it helps so much. With the first 3 phases, you can see in my pack yak, I haven't used like hardly any rocktails, and by the time when I get to P4, it's usually half full, so it's going a lot better, and I'm very good with the stuns. So I'm having a hard time doing the minion kills still. There's a few things that I know that I need to do, but in the moment when I'm doing it, I just can't think and I just don't do it. So I need to use reflex still. I need to anticipate the minions, so the volcanic, I think that's what it's called, the red one, doesn't stun me, because whenever I try to use detonate, it always stuns me, so I need to use anticipation so it doesn't stun me next time. That's something I still need to improve on. And then when the second font is gone, I usually use barricade. I don't know if that's a bad decision on my part, but I don't know what ability I should be using there, because I don't think resonance heals you. It doesn't heal you when you use that ability, but I don't know if resonance like reduces the damage that you take since it's a 6k hit. Just a few things to improve on still. Overall though, it's been going a lot better than previously. But that's going to wrap up the episode. You can see the loot on the screen in a moment. Thank you for watching. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy the progress. You can also follow my Twitter. The link is always down below. Also subscribe for more RuneScape 3 content, and I will see you guys in the next episode in a few days. Peace.